Guys, and welcome to an epic squad builder. Today I am bringing you he's on roids. Yes, this team does look like it's on roids with the defence, but you guys like the way I do my squad builders, where I actually go through the goalkeeper, then the defence, then the midfield, then the strikers. So I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to keep doing that way. It's quite unique, and I like doing it that way anyway, because it gives more like an in-development of the team and an overall view. So let's get into the team. In goal, we were using Casillas / Serigo, but they weren't the best. Serigo cost around 10,000 coins for me. I only played a couple against Casillas, and I just found he was 100 times better. I don't want to show, most of the clips are probably with Serigo, but you'll know when you see the clips. So he cost about 17,500, probably gone down a little bit here, like obviously no skill moves, no weak foot. 6'1", not the tallest goalkeepers in the world, to be honest, quite small. To be honest, I thought he was smaller than that. Acrobatic, really good diving, terrible kicking. So guys, we're going to get into the game clips now. As you can see, the first few clips are actually with Serigo. Serigo was like an 84 rated goalkeeper. I thought he was going to be amazing. But to be honest, every single diving save he attempted to do, it was almost like he actually went the wrong way deliberately. Some of the shots might have been deflections and stuff like that, but I just felt he really was not in the game. People were nutmegging him with the ball. It was getting on my nerves so much. That's why I had to change it to Casillas. He was an absolute flopping goal. Yeah, the only good thing about him I really enjoyed was the fact that he had a bit of speed behind him, so he could run out, and he's got an absolute claw on him, so he could chuck the ball. But all round, he's absolutely perfect. Look at that! It was like he was going right, and then he chucked his leg out to the left. It's like, what are you doing? He could never ever catch a ball. It might just be me hating on him, because he was like the Buffon of the flipping goalkeeping world. Like, I hated Buffon. He nutmegged the ball. And once again, Casillas there, he actually went back for it. Brilliant save there. He is better, but he's still not up to the standards of what I thought they would both be. He done some brilliant saves, Casillas, like catching the ball very quick out of his line. I really did enjoy that. And pretty all-round saves. Where he was the difference with Serigo and Casillas, when he dived and saved the shot, he'd either put it over the bar or he'd parry it, then run after it to catch it again. Because Serigo, he'd just let it go in the back of the net, or just fucking leave it to the striker who's still waiting for it. Unfortunately, he'd Gareth Bale, and that's the goalkeepers for you. Get on to the defence. This is where the heart of the team's at and the best players. So in the left back, we're actually going with Fabio Contral, and to be honest, he was a really solid left back. Medium work rates, 5'10", so not the tallest, but pretty decent all round stats for a left back there. In the defence now, this is where it starts getting tasty. You got Thiago Silva, the SMA lookalike. He blatantly forged his face and stole his identity. But yeah, he cost 58,500 coins, medium-high work rate, and I'll talk more about them work rates in game. He did actually score 2 goals in the 8 games I played with him, and he's really got some amazing stats on him. Sergio Ramos, always wanted to play with him this year. I've said from day one I will play with him. High-medium work rates for a defender can be a bit tricky, but they both got amazing pace. If you all round it together, turns out Thiago Silva's a little bit better because according to the stats, but it doesn't really matter because I'll be talking more in game about him. Ramos unfortunately didn't score any goals, but he cost 94,000 coins. Probably because he's like playing for Real Madrid, the top team in the world right now, / Bayern Munich. Now on the right back, we actually need to switch these around for chemistry reasons. With Serigo, he would get 9 chemistry, but with Casillas, the team still links up and gets like 99, but I just changed it around halfway through. Van der Wiel now, he was a very good centre-back, pretty all-round stats, obviously not very good shooting, pretty decent pace, 5'11", had some really good strength on him, really enjoyed him, especially for 900 coins. Now guys, I'm getting on to the defence. The defence is obviously made up of very much pacey players with pretty decent strength, but it's mainly about the Sergio Ramos and Thiago Silva. But you'd think that. But Contral was the best left back I have used all year. Well, I say all year, the game's only been out, not even a freaking week or two, has it? But he is absolutely amazing. When a centre back goes up, because obviously you see Sergio Ramos, high medium work rate, Thiago Silva's medium high. For some reason, I'm finding Thiago Silva goes up and attacks more than Sergio Ramos. Watch this. He takes most of the free kicks, but this is class. This is absolute. Look at me. Bam. BAM! Sorry. Sorry if I just deafened anyone, but I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was class. Like, literally just knocks it there, taps it on in the air. Thiago Silva, he's 88 heading, 87 heading, I think. He is fucking amazing at heading. So, literally, if you are trying to win balls in the air, Thiago Silva and Sergio Ramos will win them all day, especially on corners, but I just couldn't find them on corners. I was getting really annoyed because I couldn't find them on corners. They felt a bit sluggish. They had the strength to actually knock the players off the ball. It was simple as it was flipping peas and carrots to get the bloody guys off the ball. I don't know why I just said that. It's Forrest Gump style. But I was just finding they were a little bit sluggish. But without the ball, like when they're chasing after it, they were really fast. But when they were chasing with someone, they were really slow. But they just tugged on the guy and... yeah, that sounds so wrong. They just literally... purely use their strength. But Van der Wiel and Coentrao, I was really surprised over these two. I thought these two were going to be flops for the ratings, but Coentrao and Van der Wiel, I am loving them. I might have to build some sort of hybrid around just them two, because they were amazing. They were attacking, they were defensive, they were amazing. The Coentrao in general, like when a centre back moved up into the position of like the sort of CDM attacking side, Coentrao moved into that centre back position and actually defended as a centre back. This is what I really liked about this team. They played like the Netherlands style, where you got three at the back and the centre back goes up, the CDM drops back. It was such good play, but it was probably merely my mistake conceding so many goals and stuff, and obviously the goalkeeper not being the best in the world. But all round, this defence was absolutely brick wall. If you're a good defender on FIFA, believe me guys, you could have some real good fun there. Coentrao once again covering the centre back position, and he's just all over the place. Thiago Silva, good header in back to the goalkeeper. Now in the CDM we actually have a decent holding player, which is actually Sami Khedira. He goes for about 5,100 coins. Played 8 games with him, didn't score any goals unfortunately, but he is like a medium-high work rate. He's your perfect CDM. If he had a little bit more pace, he'd be even more perfect. Pretty highly rated at Real Madrid, obviously 84 rated. He's like their main sort of central defensive mid. Well, I say that because they've made a lot of signings, so it's probably not so anymore. Like he used to be, but he still is a good, decent player. He has a really slow pace, but his physical and his defense actually pays up for that, because obviously when the goalkeeper kicks the ball down long from the pitch, he does win the most of the headers in the air against the attackers or the midfielders who are trying to head it onto the attackers anyway. Now on the right mid you actually got Aubameyang, the pace abusing mother trucker. 5 games, obviously got 2 assists. I was originally using Badakowski, but I just felt he was a bit slow. He's probably talking out my arse a bit here, but to me, he just felt like he was a bit sluggish on the ball. Yeah, after a little while, got momentum going, he got pacey. But this is with Aubameyang. Like, you don't see Usain Bolt run at 200 miles an hour the minute he gets off the flipping stands, or sticks, or whatever you call them nowadays. But whatever, I don't know. But Aubameyang, you got to get him going. Literally, give it 1 or 2 seconds run of him, bam. He is on that 95 speed, running past them defenders. On the left side, we're actually using Jesse Rodriguez. I really like this guy. He's pretty similar to Aubameyang, except less pacey. And he has that 4-star skill with his 4-star weak foot. So you can actually do a few little skills, maybe a McGeady spin. And actually, no, it's 5-star, isn't it? Oh, I don't even know. You can do chops and things like that. But it does say medium low, which is absolute bull crap. Because he does actually run back and help out the defenders now and again. Help out Contral on that left back. And to be honest, for 1,200 coins, I was actually surprised. He's very attacking as well as defensive. And very good. Very nice dribbling, skill moves, shooting, all round really good player. Especially, I'd definitely recommend him for that side if you can't afford Ronaldo. On the centre attacking mid, we're going with Gundogan. Now, Gundogan's obviously default centre mid position, but with the high medium work rates, he does play that centre attacking mid role very well. And he's got pretty all round really good stats. 83 rated, really good dribbling. Bloody hell. Like, you wouldn't recognise how good his dribbling is in game. Didn't really, like, the minute you get the ball with him, you got to try and release it. That's where the decent passing comes, because obviously you got the defenders on your tail instantly when you're trying to play a through ball to your 2 strikers. Now, decent pace, decent shooting, really all round stats. 4-star Summers, 4-star weak foot. Once again, really decent player. For 10,000 coins, definitely recommend getting him. Now, the all-round, the midfield were really good. Like, you got the attacking wingers, except, it's funny enough, they both say low defensive work rates, but they did actually run back and help out the defence and help out Sami Khedira there, because obviously he hasn't got the pace, most pace in the world. Well, he hasn't got any pace, has he? Might as well get Matt Upton or Mark Upton or fucking, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, but still. We stopped our rambling. We're going to go on to the midfield now. I just found that I couldn't find many clips with the midfield. It's almost like we completely skipped the ball with the midfielders. Didn't even bother passing to them. But for the clips I did find, it was quite hard. Like, you just find that Khedira did actually play an attacking defensive role. So he was back and forth doing obviously a good job. Gundogan, what can I say, was doing some pretty okay passing. Wasn't the best passing in the world. And I just found Aubameyang, whenever he got the ball, he was getting out-muscled off the ball. I didn't really see much of Jesse on the ball. That's the problem. I really thought I actually attacked well with the defense, with the wingers and stuff, but I just found on the clips that I didn't even really use my wingers when I probably should have done well. Two bloody tall people in the box, and I didn't really, obviously, abuse the wings or anything because I find that heading isn't as effective this game. But Gundogan there, just making strides. Literally, this guy could run for days and run past players and dribble past them because he has some amazing dribbling, and he also can obviously shoot, like I've said. Jesse there winning the ball back but then losing it again because obviously his weakness, and Gundogan just playing balls through. This is what it was like all game, just playing balls through, defence, midfield, strikers. That's how I play, to be honest. I just play the ball through and I just go on the attack with my two strikers. So I think we're going to get into some strikers now where I see much more attack of clips and not so much defensive clips, because it was quite hard trying to find midfield clips when I didn't really use them, unfortunately. Only for the two strikers. Now you're probably thinking, oh yeah, this isn't much of a hybrid where you're using two Dortmund players. Yes, we are using Ramos and Immobile. Now, with 3 links up there, obviously, they're obviously going to get a strong chemistry link, but it's still a Bundesliga hybrid. So, obviously, you got your Liga BVA, you got your League 1, and you got your Bundesliga. And mainly, it was pretty much a hybrid around these two, Sergio Ramos and Thiago Silva. Because if you are a hardcore FIFA player and you played on FIFA 13, you know the chemistry and the absolute brutality of these two made in that CDM centre back position. Get it right, Louis. Jesus Christ. Now up front, Immobile 8 goals, 8 games, 5 goals, 3 assists. And Ramos, 8 games, 4 goals, 3 assists. Now, that goal-to-game ratio is absolutely horrific, but it's just because of me. I couldn't finish any of the shots. They were pulling away some brilliant shots and stuff. Really all good. To be honest, Immobile, for me, is underrated. Like, you look at him, you think, oh, yeah, he looks pretty all-rounded, 80 rated, not really that pacey and stuff, but you play with him. I promise you now, I swear, I was pulling the 4-star skill moves, even though I don't know any 4-star skill moves. I couldn't name one off the top of my head, but seriously, this guy is amazing. His physical is bollocks. He holds off defenders. He wins balls in the air. He's great at heading. He is amazing. If he ever gets an informer, gets a pace upgrade and yeah, if he ever gets, that's all he needs, a little bit more pace, and he's going to be a monster. If he ever gets over 80 pace, he's going to be an absolute monster. And Ramos here, obviously having the pace, who does make up for Immobile's pace, does run onto the end of the ball, so he does play along. Both not very good passing, but they're strikers, so you wouldn't really expect that. But they can pass between each other. Great link-up play, obviously, but in the nice 10 chemistry he's on there, and 9 chemistry. So they do have some pretty good link-up play there. 5,600 coins for him. Once again, quite underrated, but a lot of people do use him. But to be honest, it's down to me for not getting the goals in, because obviously I'm not a very good player on FIFA, as you can probably see. Finally, guys, we're getting onto the strikers. Now, Immobile and Ramos together are an absolute perfect partnership. One has the strength and the pace, and another one has the dribbling, the strength, the pace, and the heading. Well, that's what they both have, technically. They can play the ball to each other. They only have 60-odd passing each, but they know where each other are all the time. It's almost like they play parallel to each other all the time. They're always running a straight line, waiting for them balls, swerving in and out of the defenders, waiting for that through ball over the top. Look, straight to Immobile. He's through on goal. Probably should have finished this, but accident just hits the crossbar there. It's brilliant play. They do it all the time. They're always on the move, especially Immobile. I love this guy. I thought he was an absolute rock up front. Ramos especially liked him because of his pace. His pace just obliterated people. Where he's got the pace and has the strength, he can actually physically just run past people and push them off the ball and hold people off while running. Or he can hold the ball up and wait for Immobile to run on after him, like he does here. Instead, he just runs straight through, using his pace and strength, and blasts that ball straight into the back of the net. And here's a brilliant play from Ramos once again, just running, using his pace and strength, showing it off. It's easy, simple stuff. And here's brilliant, nice little through ball over the top. Immobile trying to get on the end of it. Immobile does have that little burst of pace when the balls go over, and this I thought was an absolute classy ball. Immobile, brilliant touchdown, runs on the end of it. Unfortunately, you couldn't get the finished product, but this was happening all game, every game. Unfortunately, I'm not the best at finishing on FIFA, so if you guys can finish, these two are perfect for finishing and setting each other up, knocking the ball on there there. That's a mobile, 78 physical hit, I think it is. How is he winning balls in the air like that? I do not have a clue. Brilliant last goal there. That was an amazing goal. Now, guys, if you have enjoyed this team and want to see more videos like this, I apologise for it for being so long. Make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new around for more things like this. And if you're still watching now, all the way through the video, I want you to hashtag in the comment section, chickens. Yes, chickens. Just so I know who are the true followers and the people who watch my videos all the way through. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.